Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gachie's Skyman TV, the Tourist Man, Black Africa. For those of you who follows the history of this country, you know very well that trade unions play a very important role as far as the politics of this country is concerned, and as far as the politics of the world, as geopolitics are concerned. Remember that somebody like Tom Mboya came up and his gift, his skills as a politician, a gifted politician, came to be known when he started leading the trade union. And the trade union played a very, very important role when it came to having independence of what we call Kenya. Again, for those of you who have been around for quite some time, you realize that Francis Atwoli has been the face of the trade union in Kenya. If you ask any other person, the only person they know about the Secretary General of the trade union in Kenya is none other than Francis Atwoli. Since we were children, we only knew that Francis Atwoli. But the man from the Mlebe Nation is now a pale shadow of himself. The man from Mlebe Nation, the man who is the Secretary General, is actually not equal to the task, if you ask me. Indeed, time has come for him to exit the stage. A wise man is the one who exits the stage when everybody is dancing. That's what a good dancer you always do. You exit the stage when everybody is dancing or when everybody is clapping. Lakini hapa unapoangalia Francis Atwoli utaona kwamba siku hizi unaona kwamba kile ambacho wanajali ni maslahi yake mwenyewe. Kwa mfano unapoangalia utaona kwamba wakati Raila Amolo Odinga alikuwa aking'ang'ania kiti cha uongozi, alikuwa mlego wa Azimio na alikuwa tunamuona si mara moja ambapo alikuwa akimwambia William Samoei Ruto aende akate miti Sogoi. Alimaanisha kwamba alikuwa anaambia watu walikuwa wanaambiwa kata miti Sogoi, kumaanisha kwamba miti ikatwe ili bwana Ruto asijitie kitanzi wakati ambapo angeshindwa katika uchaguzi. Lakini umdhaniaye DSC, kwa sababu sivyo ambavyo mambo yalivyotokea. Kile ambacho tuliona ni kwamba tuliona kimiujiza tu Raila hakutokea mshindi, na aliyetawazwa kama rais wa 5 wa Jamhuri ya Kenya si mwingine ila ni William Samoei Ruto. But here now comes Francis Atwoli. Francis Atwoli changed the gear, changed the tune, and he betrayed Raila Amolo Odinga, and now we have seen him dining with William Samoei Ruto. We saw him on the Labor Day, 1st May, when we saw him praising and regretting that he underrated William Samoei Ruto. And what we can see is that even when he was talking, he was not convincing enough. We didn't see him talking much about the labor movement. The plight of workers have continued to be experienced in this country. At the moment, the government is taxing workers. Indeed, it is taxing workers like nobody's business. Kile ambacho tunaona kwamba the workers are supposed to pay 3% tax for houses. And some of them are old enough, some of them are just about to retire, as I've pointed in the other channel, that some of the civil servants have just a day to retire, some have 3 weeks, some have a month. And these are the people now you are telling them to pay 3% tax. How are they going to benefit? And when this is happening, Francis Atwoli is just silent. Francis Atwoli hasemi lolote. Amenyamaza tu, hasemi lolote, amekimya kama maji yaliyo ndani ya mtungi. Wakati ambapo wafanyikazi wangetarajia angejitokeza na kutetea maslahi yao, sivyo ambavyo amefanya. What we have seen him akiongozwa na ubinafsi, maslahi yake mwenyewe, kwamba anaweka maslahi yake mbele kwa sababu kama mwanasiasa, unajua he is now more of a politician than trade unionist. Kwa kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba hatetai mfanyikazi wa vyovyote vile, amenyamaza tu. Because we expect him to be in the front line, we expect him to call out the workers, to demonstrate against this, to picket. Kwa sababu wafanyikazi wengi wakubaliani na William Samoei Ruto, wakubaliani na utawala wa William Samoei Ruto kwamba wanafaa kulipa 3% ya mishahara yao kugharamia nyumba bazo hawazitaki. Indeed, what the government should be doing is to increase the salaries for civil servants so that they can build their own houses. Lakini kile ambacho tunaona kwa sababu ya vile ambavyo alijigiza katika siasa na hakuwa na msimamo thabiti, sasa ili asikosolewe, ili awe katika to be in good books in William Samoei Ruto's government, he has to sing his tune. He has to agree with everything that he says. Indeed, he was the first one to clap when William Samoei Ruto talked about the increment of the NSSF funds. Na jambo hili ni jambo ambalo haliendi vizuri. Unapowauliza wafanyikazi wengi wanasema ya kwamba Francis Atwoli is now old enough and I think anafaa kuachia vijana barubaru. Sasa ukiuliza anafaa kuachia vijana barubaru ili waendeleze shughuli hizi za trade union, kwa sababu unapoangalia utapata kwamba yeye his age I think is also working against him and it's not benefiting the workers. So the fact that Atwoli is an old man and just as he said during the Labor Day that he need to be reminded of so many things. So I think time has come for him now to resign. The fact that he should be forced to retire and the civil servant should come up with another secretary general. Again, when you look at him, tunaona kwamba kutokana na vile ambavyo sasa tunaona akijali tu maslahi yake mwenyewe, his own interest, that means that he can't care about the interest of the common man. He can't care about the interest of mfanyikazi wa serikali, mfanyikazi yote. Kwa kile ambacho tunaona kwamba ndio wafanyikazi, after the deductions, union dues, they have civil servant paid union dues, and this money goes to the trade union, and this is the money that pays the leaders of the trade unions. But now sasa kile ambacho tunaona kwamba haifaji na si ugwana kuendelea kulipwa na wafanyikazi ambao unafaa kuwatetea, lakini you are dining with the person who is actually exploiting the workers. William Samoei Ruto is not very friendly to the workers, as we have seen. Now, what you can say is that Francis Atwoli is betraying the workers. Francis Atwoli is just dancing with the government, eating with the government, and praising the government, even when the government is not doing what is expected of it. We have seen many punitive taxes being levied to Kenyans, and even the increment of like now he's even supposed to talk about the finance bill, and he should talk the way the finance bill is going to affect the workers. We have not seen saying anything. I don't know whether it's because he doesn't understand the finance bill, maybe it is by design that he had chosen to keep quiet so that he doesn't offend the powers that be. And any secretary general who is a coward, any secretary general who agrees with the government, I believe it is to the disadvantage of the workers. It is to the disadvantage of the civil servant. Kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba hatetei lolote lile, because he should have now gone through the finance bill and pointed out the mistakes and where the workers will be affected, where the civil servant will be affected. Anafaa kuwa ameonyesha aseme hapa hatukubaliani na serikali kwa sababu ya hivi na hivi. Again, when you look at his approach, is that of old school now. Times come when you hang the boots, and because you see, his approach to trade union is, I believe, not modern. I believe it is from the old school. I believe it is outdated, because we have better approach to the trade union movements that I think because everything is changing, by the way, it's changing so fast, and I believe that William Samoei Ruto knows very well that Francis Atwoli is a harmless person. It's a toothless dog now. And you see, a toothless dog cannot bite. And ni kumunya tu anaweza kumunya chochote kile bila kuumiza. So time has come for the old guards to exit the stage and leave the guys who are young to lead this nation, to lead the trade union, so that the Kenyan worker can continue benefiting. Again, we need to call him to order, because you see, what we know is that hatuoni watu wakijitokeza kumpiga na sijui vile ambavyo inatokea kwamba kila wakati ndiye tu anachaguliwa, and it has become a norm. We need to change this. We need to have somebody even from another community, even from maybe the people, especially the people from the lake, are very good when it comes to leading trade unions. That is why Tom Mboya was very, very good. Remember also Adogo, is it Abrus Adogo of NAT, the way he was able to negotiate with Arab Moi, and the teachers said their increment. Even today, the teachers are still praising Adogo. But when you look at Atwoli, Atwoli is not equal to the task. Atwoli is just for his own interest. Atwoli is not for the interest of the workers. Atwoli is just there. And you see, sometimes it is good to accept the reality and see that time has come for you to hang the boot, exit the stage, and everybody will be happy. We are not saying that he has not done anything. He has tried. Indeed, he has tried. But now what is happening is that he's more in politics than in trade union. So what he should do, he should exit and go and vie for a parliamentary seat. He can be elected. The man is popular. The man is very rich. And he should also remember that it is the workers who have made him to be rich. It is the workers who have placed him where he is. Without the workers, maybe he could be a common person like me and you, and a person who is living from hand to mouth. I don't know what you think, but if you ask me, time for Francis Atwoli to exit the stage has come. That is my take. I could be right, I could be wrong. It's only my take. Bye-bye.